A very good evening and welcome. This is Weekend Primetime News here on MTV Sports and Shakti TV. I'm Ramesh Ridalbata. Let's start off with a look at the headlines.
Newsfirst and Sirasa TV win 6 accolades at the Waigam Tele Awards. UNP commends the proposed new electoral system. Minister Sajid Premadasa expresses his views on moving away from the people's issues. Coastal towns including Marvilla in a battle against the rising threat of sea erosion.
Sri Lanka's #1 news provider Newsfirst and the People's Channel Sirasa TV won big at the Waigam Tele Awards for its greatness in media initiatives.
The Waigam Tele Awards 2014 took place last evening at the Nelumpokuna Theatre in Colombo, presided by President Maithripala Sirisena. Journalists, artists and many others attended the Gala Award ceremony organised for the 11th occasion.
I believe that during the short span of time that I was elected as the president, access has been created for the people of this country to feel a sense of freedom and democracy in certain sectors. State media needs to be free of politics. That freedom needs to be seen by the people in reality. The authority of television institutions always needs to operate their institution according to the visions that they have. However, in a developing country, government and non-government institutions need to be given freedom in all sectors. I believe that this decision needs to be taken after discussing it with your very own conscience.
Performances by Sirasa superstar artists brought the night alive at the awards ceremony. Newsfirst, always in the forefront with your life, our news, won the award for Best News Reporting for its relentless efforts undertaken to take the plight and grievances of the people of Meerabadda to the whole nation.
මේ වලලු දෙකේ හිමිකාරයා සමහර විට මම මේ කතා කරන ස්ථානයේම මිහිදන් වෙලා ඇති.
The Meerabadda landslide disaster that shocked the world was reported in a different scope by Newsfirst Lakna Amandi, who was presented the award for Best News Reporting.
Sirasa TV නාලිකාවේ විකාශය වූ ලක්නා ආමන්දි වාර්තා කළ මීරියබැද්ද ශෝකාන්තරය. මීරියබැද්ද අන්තිම ශබ්දයෙන් බියකන්වමින් කඩාපැලුණු පස්කඳවලට යටෝ එකී බිඳු තවමත් නිහඬ වී නැහැ.
Muhuna to Muhuna, or Face to Face, produced by Newsfirst, exposing the world of politics in an unseen dimension, was awarded Best Political Discussion Program. Nadika Vijayveera, the producer of the program, accepted the awards.
මුහුණ දේශපාලන කතිකා වැඩසටහන.
Minnal Taki in the Andi
Newsfirst Jeffrey Jabadarshan won the award for Best Tamil News Presenter.
David Cameron in
Newsfirst Rajendran Kogulnath was adjudged the Best Tamil Program Presenter. Super Fighter, which introduced sports reality programs to Sri Lanka and searched high and low for the best in the sport, was presented the award for Best Sports Program. Sunil Somasari, the producer of the program, accepted the awards. Sirasa TV, the pioneers in reality programs in Sri Lanka, once again proved that it is the best, as Sirasa Superstar Season 6 was presented the award for the best reality program. Award-winning Newsfirst continues to be with you.
On to our developing story tonight. A communique issued by the United National Party states that the new election system should be used after the general elections. It further reads that the United National Party is committed to fulfill the points laid out before the people, same as what was done for the victory of President Maithripala Sirisena. The communique alleges that a group of opposition MPs are attempting to draw back the People's Revolution. Convening a press conference today in Kandy, the United National Party elaborated on this.
We are of the stance that the number of MPs should not be increased. It is important that the nation understands this. The decision of the working committee yesterday was that we will be in favour of the proposal for a mixed system and that the United National Party is committed to move for elections with that election system. Some will come and go. Some will come and obtain ministerial portfolios. Then they also sign the no confidence motion. We do not understand this.
Welcome back to the news. Speaking news first today, Parliamentary Group Leader of the TNA, R. Sambandhan, said that when a new election system is introduced, the rights of the people need to be ensured.
A large number of voters from the northeast, as a result of being displaced on account of the war, have not been registered. Consequently, it would appear that particularly in the Jaffna electoral district, there is a likelihood of there being a substantial reduction in the strength of the voters, which would mean that proportionately there would be a reduction in the number of members to be elected. We think that on account of the extraordinary situation that prevailed as a result of the war and people being displaced as a result of the war and also people not being able to return to their lands because in many instances the lands are still occupied by the army. We are also concerned about the rights of the Muslims and particularly the plantation Tamils in areas outside the north and the east. And we would like that their representation in keeping with their voting strength in these areas is also ensured.
The government alleges that the issues that have arisen within the United People's Freedom Alliance were created by those within the alliance. At a meeting organized in Kampala today, it was announced that the Sri Lanka Freedom Party is prepared to rectify all issues and move forward. Let's now take a look at some of the excerpts from views expressed by government and opposition representatives at several areas in the island.
Today, disappointment is something different. We never expected to make Ranil Wickremesinghe the Prime Minister. We need a Prime Minister like Mahinda Rajapaksa for this country again. The nation has understood that.
Yesterday, there was an attempt to rise in Mathura. Some went to Mathura to assist in that. The former president did not get onto the stage. He just acted and deceived them all. The children too were saying, "Look, we were deceived."
We have no need to cut off the electricity supply to the places visited by Mahinda. He is mainly sighted at temples. He is even climbing over fences. Yesterday he had gone to Mathura. He has the ability to move about free in the country democratically.
Many are asking whether the party will be split in two. They say that there are rumours being spread in the villages. We are the UPFA. Are we for the beetle leaf or the chair or the lotus?
They say that a gale wind will sweep across when we rise with the rogues. If that happens, we will have no clothes to wear. He gathered people artificially and lost. He has begun with that game again. Yesterday, people were brought in buses from Munaragala, Anuradhapura and even Colombo and Kandy to Mathura.
Mahinda Rajapaksa did not step onto any stage. He only went close to the stage in Mathura yesterday. He did not step onto it. I believe that he is afraid that the opportunity for his son to move further in the Sri Lanka Freedom Party will be obstructed.
Our symbol is Mahinda. If you wish to have the betel leaf, keep it. We will make Mahinda the Prime Minister of the country.
If elections can be won by citing that large crowds arrive for meetings, Mahinda should have won twice with the numbers that attended the meeting. There are 4 things that are inherent for politicians. What are they? Either they are in the government or in the opposition, either they are home or in prison. I am looking forward for all 4. It does not matter to which one I go to.
I recall the character of Kusa Prabhavati. At the meeting yesterday in Mathura named Rise with Mahinda, the former president was playing the role of Kusa. He secretly peeks at his stage. He is playing the role of Kusa Prabhavati at the meetings and travelling across the country. Why? What we say is that if you went into retirement, stay as you are.
Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca, leader of the Democratic Party, said that his party would contest the next general election as a separate party. He made this statement during the election propaganda campaigning of the party in the eastern province.
We have become stakeholders of the government and the appointment of the President and the Prime Minister. As we are hoping to protect the party's identity, we have taken a decision to contest separately. We are ready to join a national government after competing in the next polls to avoid alliance with fraudulent politicians.
Minister of Housing and Samruddhi Sajid Premadasa attended an event to represent housing loans and land deeds in Anuradhapura under the Samata Sevana housing project.
Housing loans of 100,000 rupees each were presented to 2,300 families, while land deeds were presented to 69 families. In addition, self-employment loans of 100,000 rupees were presented under the Diriya Savya low interest loan program for 500 families.
A national level conspiracy is taking place against this loan program. This is led by the group of the former president. I wish to send this message to him. He too was the president of this country. I wish to ask that when he was seated on the chair of the upper floor, did he not see the issues faced by the people?
Welcome back to the news. Leader of the Council of the North Central Provincial Council, Ananda Sarath Kumara, was arrested by the police Financial Crimes Investigation Division today. He was produced before the acting magistrate of Anuradhapura, Nadi Akash Kurera, and was ordered to be placed under remand custody until the 19th of this month.
Ananda Sarath Kumara was arrested by the FCID for defrauding a sum of 1 million rupees allocated by the North Central Provincial Council for the distribution of ceiling sheets amongst the poor in the Polonnaruwa district. Producing the suspect in court today, the FCID said that the suspect had committed this act of fraud while serving as the Provincial Minister of Agriculture. The Police Financial Crimes Investigation Division informed court that investigations will continue to determine whether any more suspects were involved in the act of fraud.
In what appears to be a new twist to the people smuggling saga surrounding many countries, Indonesia's foreign minister has asked Australia's ambassador to give an explanation on claims that the Australian Navy paid a boat crew to return to Indonesian waters. Pressure is also mounting on Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott to deny the claims after he refused to do so on Friday.
Indonesian Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi approached Ambassador Paul Grigson, who has just returned to Indonesia after his withdrawal over the executions of 2 citizens at a conference in Jakarta. According to Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi, Australian Ambassador Paul Grigson in Jakarta has said that he would submit statements to the Australian government and report back. The police chief from Rhode Island, Hidayat, where the boat ended up, has angrily hit out at Australian government ministers who have denied the allegations. The report seen by authorities outlines claims by the boat's captain, Yohannes Humayang, that an Australian official gave each of the 6 crew members $5,000 on the condition they never engage in people smuggling again.
From the investigation, it was revealed that the captain and 5 of the crew received $5,000 each from Australian authorities at sea. It was revealed that they were told to return back to Indonesia with the people on board in return for the $5,000 each they received. And At the moment, this is still part of an ongoing investigation. They are being investigated for people smuggling.
According to international media reports, the crew members insist they were in international waters when the asylum seeker boat was twice intercepted by Australian customs and then the Navy. The report says the boat was first stopped in international waters by a customs ship which warned the crew they could not enter Australian waters. 4 days later, the boat was intercepted by the Navy and Captain Yohannis was interrogated by customs. The captain reportedly agreed to be towed to Ashmore Reef, which is in Australian territorial waters, after the second interception because their boat was unseaworthy and unlikely to reach New Zealand. The Australian government has promised to stop asylum seekers reaching Australia's shores. It has turned boats back to Indonesia when it can and sent people to camps in neighbouring countries for long-term detention.
Coastal towns including Maravilla are facing a battle against the rising threat of coastal erosion.
Here are several locations in Maravilla that have been washed away as a result of coastal erosion. The threat of coastal erosion is high in the Baru del Pola and Ambakandawala villages. The rise in the threat of coastal erosion during the off-season has become a part of life for these coastal towns.
It's been happening since yesterday. We still do not know what the reason is. Seawater reached the roads and houses.
My husband sets out to sea. It is difficult for them to set out to sea from other places. We are helpless. We ask that our homes be saved.
A total of 100 families have been placed in a difficult situation as a result of the threat of coastal erosion. The locals here are desperately seeking to shore up its erosion defences before the next off-season in a bid that an environment free of the fear of being washed away will be created.
Although a project was formulated in the past to provide a permanent solution to this issue, that did not materialize. However, we have discussed it with the incumbent president and he has instructed us to create a long-lasting solution to strengthen the coastal belt from Venapur to Putlam. The placing of the Ravel Mountain breakwater has already commenced in order to ensure coastal conservation.
Our house is also at the brink of being washed away. I request that an immediate step be taken to this. It is difficult to sleep at night.
Locals in Badegama demonstrated for the second day today, making a strong demand for the renovation of the road in Pintalia Gaul.
The locals commenced this demonstration yesterday over the failure to renovate the 3-kilometre section of road from Pintalia to Telikada. Locals are faced with numerous hardships as a result of the dilapidated condition of the road. Around 10 buses operating along different routes ply on this road, which is the only means of transportation available for the locals in the area. Locals demonstrated throughout the whole day today.
We are not asking for any of our personal needs. We are not asking for jobs. Our only request is that this road be constructed.
It is in a situation where it will lead to a fast unto death. So before it leads to that situation, we urge the responsible authorities promise us in writing that this road will be constructed. Until that, we will not call this demonstration off.
The demonstrators obstructed the road leading from Badegama to Gaul via Pintalia and Badegama to Gaul via Vakwella.
The Mahara magistrate issued an order for the removal of the tent set up opposite the administrative building of the University of Kalnia against the slashing of the number of student bhikkhus that enter university.
The Mahara magistrate had ordered the tent to be removed by 10 this morning. The Student Bhikkhu Union of the University of Kalania says that they will not vacate until a solution is provided, no matter what court order is given.
We have been engaging in a Satyagraha campaign for the past 89 days by setting up a stage opposite the Kandy Road. As a Bhikkhu Union, we have decided that until we are given a solution, we will remain opposite the administrative building. On the 27th of May, we arrived opposite the administrative building and set up a temporary dormitory for us. We have not been given a solution for the administration. The law of the country is placing obstacles on us. A number of court orders have been sent. 2 cases in this regard are taken up at the Mahara court. Even if they come here and chase us away, we will not go. We will remain here until we receive an answer.
When Newsfirst contacted the OIC of the Kiribati police, he said that court will be informed over the violation of the court order.
Well, the finale of Sirsa Dancing Star Season 3 is currently underway at Stein Studios in Ratmalana. The grand finale got underway this evening with much pomp and glamour. Let's now cross over to the Stein Studios in Ratmalana, the finale of Sirsa Dancing Star Season 3. Sandra Kavisha, Aish, Madhushankar, Malshan, Ravihari and Shapa Jayamahe made it to the finals of Sirsa Dancing Star Season 3 and battled it out for the coveted title. The finalists are judged by a panel which include politician Hirunika Premachandra, dance veteran Nuan Priyanga and actress Dulani Pereira. Viewers can vote for their favorite Sirsa Dancing Star via SMS.
Now move your head around, move your head around, move your head around. You know he's got my back. Move your head around, move your head around, move your head around. You know he's got my back.
Getting back to more local news now. A fire had broken out in the technical laboratory building of the Vinayagapuram Mahavidyalaya in Tirukkovil. Newsfirst was informed of the fire by you reporter Amila Mahesh.
The fire was reported at around 4:30 last evening. 43 computers in the computer laboratory located in the upper floor of the technical laboratory building were destroyed by the flames. According to you reporter Amila Mahesh, the fire was doused with the assistance of the locals and the police. No casualties were reported from the fire. The police had commenced an investigation to ascertain the cause of the fire.
The suspect who kidnapped a 5-year-old and demanded a ransom of 3 million rupees for his release has been arrested. The police said that a van used to commit the crime, 3 mobile phones and 990,000 rupees in cash was seized along with the suspects.
The suspect who was arrested is a 27-year-old Samurthi manager who was suspended from work for defrauding money several months ago. The child was kidnapped on the 10th of last month and a sum of 3 million rupees was demanded from a businessman in Vaunia for the child's release. Later, the child was released after the father had paid a ransom of 1 million rupees. Investigations were carried out by the Vaunia police after a complaint was lodged by the father of the child. The suspect is to be produced before the Vaunia Magistrates Court.
An art exhibition was held at the American Center in Colombo yesterday.
The exhibition, organized by the American Center in Colombo together with the Center for Unity through Education or CUTE, showcased artwork done by students of the Horopatana Educational Zone. The exhibition saw the participation of Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia Eileen O'Connor and Acting Deputy Chief of Mission Nicole Schulich.
Art is a wonderful way to express yourself and show others how you see the world. And this exhibit is the result of a close partnership with the Center for Unity through Education and the American Center. CUTE brought together students from different communities in Horopatana to share their experiences and create art that expresses their hopes and their solutions for those communities.
So I think this exhibit brings awareness to the many issues facing the Horopatana area. And it's important and it's a rare opportunity for the American Center to showcase art from outside of Colombo. But we're very pleased and proud to be part of this collaboration because it represents the values shared by Sri Lankans and Americans. Unity, equality, freedom of expression, and democratic values. And you see that on the walls and in all of the paintings in the themes that the children chose.
Two powerhouses of schools rugby, Isipatana College, Colombo and Trinity College, Kandy, locked horns at the Pallekale grounds in Kandy today. At the half whistle, Trinity College was in the lead 15-8. However, the Green Army powerhouse Isipatana College came back strong in the second half to score 29 points and take the lead, while the lads from Kandy could only score 7 points. Isipatana College continued their undefeated run with a 37-22 win over Trinity College. Royal College Colombo locked horns with St. Joseph's College Colombo at the Royal College Sports Complex in Colombo. The spirited Josephian side managed to resist the Royal attack by trailing 18-17 at the half whistle. Royal College Colombo won the game 25-22. St. Peter's College Bambalapitiya and St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia battled it out at the St. Peter's College. The Patriot outfit led the first half 10-8. The lads from Mount Lavinia managed to score 17 points in the second half, could only score 7 points. St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia won the game 25-17.
And that's a wrap of Weekend Primetime News for tonight. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Ramesh Rugal Bandara. Good night.